What's up, guys? I'm back. So this is going to be a video from a casual boxing fan perspective. Very casual, only see the biggest fights, I guess. But I just think this Jake Paul, Hasim Rahman Jr. situation is just really interesting. So for those of you who don't know, on I believe August 6th, Jake Paul was supposed to fight Hasim Rahman Jr. after Tommy Fury pulled out. So we thought, okay, Tommy Fury's pulled out of a fight twice now. We're finally going to get the guy, a real boxer who just fought for a championship. We thought we were going to get that fight against a real boxer and against somebody who was reliable, but that didn't seem to happen. So Saturday night, the fight got canceled for Rahman's weight issues, and then we get a statement from Jake's team saying that Hasim Rahman Jr. only lost 1 pound in 3 weeks. And to me, I didn't really believe the statement too much. I took it with a grain of salt because it's Jake's team and Jake's promotion team that put this out. But it seemed to be confirmed by Rahman's video saying that he just couldn't cut the weight. So to me, Rahman not being able to make weight and not being able to cut the weight is perfectly understandable. It was kind of ridiculous that Jake's team wanted him to cut all the way down to 200 after being 215. I think his last fight was 225. And then on top of that, probably the most ridiculous thing was that he couldn't rehydrate after. And I don't know exactly all the details of dehydration cause. I know he had a dehydration cause, he couldn't rehydrate or something like that. So then there was that on top of it. So that's a lot to ask for a heavyweight to come all the way down to 200. So I can see why Rahman and his team are complaining about that. I see why they're making a big deal about it. I see why even they called Jake scared for not taking the fight at 215. But at the end of the day, he signed the contract. He signed that contract to fight at 200 with all the restrictions, how ridiculous it was. He agreed to fight at that weight, and I don't blame him for that because pay-wise, this is going to be the biggest payday that he's gotten in his career so far, maybe that he'll ever get because of the name Jake Paul. So I understand why he took the fight, but at the end of the day, when you take that fight, you can't really complain about the conditions after you already signed the contract, I feel like. So yeah, so now Rahman put a video. I saw the video on his Twitter saying that Jake's scared because he won't fight him at 215. But when you don't fulfill the conditions of the contract, they don't really owe you that opportunity to fight at 215. You can't just change conditions and say, oh, I can't make the weight, so now we have to fight at 215. I thought it was even generous that Jake even offered them the fight at 205. He was willing to take that fight at 205. But yeah, I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. If he can't cut the weight, I don't blame him for that. But at the end of the day, he can't complain about the fight not happening and blame it all on Jake when he couldn't make the requirement that he signed up for. Also, I'm not the biggest Jake fan at all. I was rooting for Rahman to win this fight, but it just so happened to end this way. I don't think you can really blame Jake for this fight not happening. But let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about the fight not happening, and whose fault is it in your guys' eyes? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to like the video, subscribe as well for more content, and I'll see you guys next time.